Oh yeah, but aren't birds supposed to wake up at sunrise? Not this one, he sleeps well into the morning. She's bending over again. That's not a natural pose. Why is she going slightly from left to right? Did I forget to bring my ice skating gear for this moment? Anyways, forget that. Are you good to go? The bus is coming real soon. She hops from leg to leg, visibly aside. She's not hopping from leg to leg. That is not what hopping to leg looks like. You go up as well as to the side. Yep, I was just waiting for you. In fact, I was stealing myself to go wake you up, but thankfully that won't be necessary. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, now she stuck her tongue out. She doesn't look, you know, tee-hee, aren't I carefree? She looks mildly special. Or like a frog spawn, like, yeah. You can do that tomorrow though, 9 AM sharp, thank you very much. I'll pass on that offer. Drats. She lets out a smile of amusement. Let's get going then. Yep. We descend the stairs to the ground floor. Though my body is still a little sore, this weather has me in good spirits. Today should be a good day. And then no music throughout this transition. The art's actually quite nice. Oh, for fuck's sake, the music is back! Oh! Oh! Oh, isn't that so much better? That is so much better. Also, just as I complimented the backgrounds, why is the sound fading into the mountain up here? If this is a soundstorm, we should really just get going. Jesus. How long did we walk? Also, yeah, this doesn't look like it's so much of a beach as it is a fucking desert. After setting foot off the bus, we both find ourselves stretching. That was stretching. The distance from our stop to here isn't too large, but the bus took all kinds of detours along the way. It's a bus. That's what it does. At some point, I even wondered if we were going the right way, but we got here eventually. Ah, that felt nice. Oof. My neck cracks audibly as I turn my head side to side. That was weird, though. There were barely any people on the bus. I would have expected more folks to be out and about. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe people went elsewhere. Where? Egypt? Everyone just was like, oh, fuck it, we're all going on holiday, we'll leave these two behind. Can't think of anything. Could it be that this bus route just isn't popular? Since the city is over the opposite way and all? The city is where all the shopping malls and business areas are. It's always teeming with people of all ages. This game is an hour long. It's filling it with padding. What's the fucking point? Ah, that could very well be it. Hadn't thought of that. Which is A-okay with me? You and me both. What is happening? Inami has always been averse to crowds. With time, she's gotten better at coping with it, but sometimes she still has some anxiety problems. Of course she does. They manifest primarily... Manifest? You're thinking in your mind and you're using the word manifest, you cunt. They manifest primarily during school excursions or whenever there's some big local event. She looks like a cheery girl at a glance, but once you hang around with her for a while, you start to see the symptoms. It's a good thing that I've had to just think this, hasn't it? Because otherwise, how would we know? Sudden, unexpected trips to the bathroom, awkward walking, pace, fidgeting. It can get quite hairy. I'm not sure what, if anything, caused this. No big trauma I can think of, at least since I met her. For some reason, the people around the complex don't make her nervous. So you've just decided to sit down after all these years of knowing her and just think about this now, have you? Okay. Maybe it's because only a small portion of the residents are ever gathered outside at any given time. Or perhaps it's because they don't feel like strangers at all to her, since she's been living around them for most of her life. Either way, the situation is good. It means she'll be more relaxed, which also puts me at ease. I raise my arm to shield my eyes from the sun and take a look over the periphery, trying to spot the most convenient path to the beach. Well, it looks all desert from here unless we're going to the left. Just ahead I notice a boardwalk a metre or two high, bridging this side of the street to the sandy part of the beach. Alright, what's a boardwalk? I only know what a boardwalk is because of that Bruce Willis song, which wasn't actually Bruce Willis's song. Yeah, did you know he sang through that movie career? He did. Seems like our course is set. Hey Inami, let's go that way. I raise my hand toward the direction of the boardwalk. Wow, I'm suddenly assaulted in the face with some sort of slimy liquid. Have we accidentally walked into something we shouldn't be walking into? I flail my arms around and hit the arms of my aggressor. Ow, hold still! What are you doing, woman? And yuck, what is that? Sunscreen, now hold still, will you? Okay, so this is the kind of game which goes art style of what I like to call the non-existent mouth. The how on earth are you speaking? How do you do anything sexually? Grumble, grumble, grumble. She has symptoms and she's actually really shy, but apparently as soon as there's one of you, she's annoyingly outgoing. You just needed to remind me and I'd do it myself. This approach is totally unnecessary. I want my lawyer. Yeah, nice try, bro. You always refuse to put it on. Well, that's because I've never spent enough time in the sun to get burnt. That's what they all say. Except we're spending the whole day here, so that won't work, so buckle up. You'd have to be a crazy person to hang out in this scorching sun without sunscreen. Can't confirm, I'm crazy person. Come on, sit down, take your shirt off. I'll take care of the back for you. She pats in the middle of the seat and gives me a mischievous smile. I look around for any passers-by and see none. It really is a ghost town around these parts. Jeez. Jeez. After a bit of apprehension, I resign myself to her orders. This isn't a fight worth fighting. I lay my backpack on top of the free seat and pull my t-shirt off. Oh my god, if I smash my head around... I'll try that one again. If I smash my hand around my head, will this make it go quicker? It's fucking 20 minutes in, for fuck's sake. I take up the middle seat and face away from her. She reaches over me and puts her backpack next to mine and she sits behind me. The lid of the sunscreen bottle opens with a snap and she pours some over it and over my shoulder blades. We're doing it to her now, okay? No pain. Okay, so I had something wrong with my wrist. I used the leftover sunscreen on my hands to take over my calves, and done. Okay, awesome! Fucking waste of time that was. I'm glad we skipped through it. See, that wasn't so bad now, was it? Yeah, that comma was definitely in the wrong place. I guess I did over-dramatise it in my head. We all have our incomprehensible, stubborn ways, and mine mostly revolve around sticky substances. Do you have to keep putting it like that? Here, your sunscreen. Hold on to it, your turn, Chief. She gives me a smile and clasps her hand to the bottom of her top. Oh, right, okay, I see. So we were just doing it all to ourselves and not to her. Fair enough. Hup. She pulls her top up and over her head. And takes her shorts off as well. Fair enough. Underneath her casual clothes is a simple orange bikini. I remember this swimsuit. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? You're a male protagonist, alone with a female protagonist. She bought and showed it to me some time ago at her house, but this is the first time I've ever seen her wear it outside. There we go. Well, then, if you would... She turns away and straightens her posture. She swivels her arm and reaches for her ponytail, pulling it to the front and revealing her nape. For a nape, you say? For... I take the lotion bottle once again, and this time pour it over her back. Here goes. Normally this scenario would be a fairly exciting affair. It's not every day a fellow of my age gets to be in this sort of intimate situation with a girl. Well, apparently it is. She shows you a bikini when she bought it. Whatever. Except it's not just any random girl here, it's an army. And in our case, it is kind of normal. Did that say what I think it did? It kind of is normal. Yeah. Okay. Oh, when we go back, the text goes blue to show that we've read it. Fair enough. Our families moved to the complex at around the same time when we were little. We were just still children. That would be very odd. Pretending to be statues all the time? Probably dangerous for you. We were still just children, so we hit it off well. Ever since then, we've been more or less inseparable. Previously, I mentioned the distance between our balconies was too big to cross over, but there is a detail I failed to mention. It's good that you're thinking this. Just remember that, he's thinking this. Whoever the architects were must have figured it would be of much convenience to everyone living there to be able to traverse between blocks easily. As such, they built several passages that connect adjacent blocks at various floors. Our floor has one of those passages. That makes it so getting from my house to hers is just a mere 2-minute walk. Balconies aren't connected, but I'm not going to try and understand. 2 minutes? Would have been even less if our rooms weren't so close to the edges. I've been over there so many times, her place is almost like a second home to me now. Almost? Inami says her parents often ask about my absence when she's at home alone, as if that's my actual residence. Her mother in particular seems to have great affection for me. I wonder why. Maybe it's a son I've never had kind of situation. It's not. Maybe I remind her of her husband. He's also on the frail side and has an affinity for technologies. Or maybe it's because I've always been her daughter's closest friend. Probably that one, if not slightly more dirty. Who knows? Point is, if there is anyone I could consider a best friend, it's Inami. That was the point they wanted to make. Holy shit, that was drawn out. And the same for her with me. We've grown up spending so much time together, been through thick and thin, that there is no longer anxiety between us. This sort of physical contact is just regular affairs, but I like it. It's a nice and cozy feeling that I don't have with anyone but her. Only she knows me this well. Hey Shu, did you see the Great Majority yesterday? Oh, back on planet Earth. Yes, I did. Brief explanation. Again, he's thinking this. He is thinking this. He is thinking in his head. Oh, hang on a minute. I'll need to just fill myself in here. The Great Majority is this new action sci-fi film currently airing that has got both of us glued to our TVs late at night these days. The plot revolves... If you have to sit there and explain the plot of something which is irrelevant to the story, which is just something that you and her show a mutual affection for, it could be something completely different. It doesn't have to be a TV show which you then need to spend the next minute explaining. Oh my god! Oh, the smashing myself around the head ideas just seems more appealing by the second. The plot revolves around a futuristic human civilization after the central device of their colony breaks down and causes disarray. Our protagonists are investigators tasked to go into the core of the central tower and finding out what happened. Along the way, they're met with deadly resistance. That new twist with the cat came totally out of left field. I mean, what even? That stuff was crazy? Yeah. Okay, sweet. Inami we managed to just skip it all. Inami lets out an adorable snort. There's no such thing. And with that, I finished applying sunscreen to her back. Okay, here we go. I only have one chance at this. Time to strike while the prey is distracted. I feign to rub around the back of her hips and claw my fingers to her sides. Got you now, evil lotion monster. Why isn't space working? Why doesn't the game want me to progress? Odd. Tickle mode, engage. Ah, Shu, stop that. She lets out a hearty laugh. Suddenly, something catches my attention. Did you not wear perfume today? Huh? Oops. Her cheeks redden. You got me. I was so engrossed with the preparations this morning that it flew right over my head. I hope I don't smell too terrible. Space isn't working again. What the fuck? Nah, it's fine. You know my nose is sensitive to perfume and those sorts of strong smells. I prefer it this way. I plop my nose on the back of her shoulder like a drowsy puppy. You should forget about it more often. It wasn't intentional, but mental note taken. Yeah, this is great. I need a faint smell of her shampoo, apple-scented it seems, and a light sweat. We're a fucking weirdo, aren't we? Jesus. I could easily take a good nap right here, sitting in like this if I shut my eyes right now. Make up for the sleep I missed last night. The more I think about it, the better it sounds. Alright, you pervert, you can stop smelling me now. Shoo. Inami gives me a pat on the head and pulls her way up onto her feet. Enough standing around here. We haven't even gotten to the beach. She is still doing that really odd pose for no good reason. Does anyone really stand like that? Let's get us some sun. Yep. I hand her back the sunscreen bottle and she stores it in her backpack. The boardwalk that leads to the beach is over that way. I point to the direction where I had spotted it. Great, let's go then. Let's. This is an hour long. We've been playing for half an hour, and we've only just got to the beach. Ugh. This is going to be a while. I can see it already.